All right, we're talking about the Lions here a little bit, and the news today that Calvin is going into the Ring of Honor, or the Pride of the Lion, or whatever they call it. He officially goes up there. If you had to bet right now on a current Detroit Lion to end up in that Ring of Honor, who would you bet on? Who would you bet on? This entire roster, you can just pick one player that goes into the Lions Ring of Honor. The Pride of the Lions. Calvin will be inducted in the Monday night game against Seattle. That news announced today, which certainly comes as a surprise to no one. It's just a further indication that things are good between the Lions and Calvin, which we all have watched this relationship. It broke and now it's been mended. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that Calvin's going in. But who would you bet on this current roster? Kang, who would you bet on?
So I'm kind of torn between two guys. I think the easy call is Penei Sewell, because I honestly think he's going to go down as one of the greatest offensive linemen in history, not just Lions history, but the NFL history when it's all said and done. But he's really young right now, and the guy who's a little bit older than him is Jared Goff. And here's the reason why I say Jared Goff, because I'm expecting some success with this team. And when you win with this team and you're the starting quarterback of this team and you're not just a game manager, you're like the reason that they're going to hopefully one day get to the Super Bowl, if not win the Super Bowl. I think you cement yourself as one of the greats in the history of the Lions organization. So if the Lions make the Super Bowl this year, if they somehow win the Super Bowl this year, or even within the next 2, 3, 4 years, you don't not put Jared Goff up there. So I think he would retire earlier because he's older than Penei Sewell, so he'd be the
next one.
Technically the next guy. So I'm going to go with Jared Goff because I'm predicting success for this team.
I mean, the obvious answer is Jack Campbell.
Of course. Why isn't he there right now is the question.
I know.
Right,
I can't believe they haven't. They're just holding out.
Yeah.
What about Amon-Ra?
For sure, that's a possibility. I mean, that's the great thing about this question, Doug, is they have real, there's different guys you can pick from.
I mean, to do it from this roster, though, the only name that I could think of that's other than Goff that might be near retirement, whose play could dictate it, is maybe Ragnow. If he plays another 6-7 years at this level, but with injury, I don't know if he's going to be able to. Is there anybody, they're so young. All the guys that you would think of, like Amon-Ra, like Penei Sewell,
Gibbs, J-Mo.
It's so early to make a call on any of those guys, but they're
Hutch.
It feels like their best players.
They're all under 25.
They're so young. Have we said Brad Holmes is good? Have we made that point enough? He's really good at his job. 248-539-9797. It's Karsch and Anderson. Let's get back to your phone calls.